baseball's going to come flying. It is football
It is
season,
football
right?
season,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
football
It's
season.
football season.
I know we've been
Dwayne,
talking
yeah,
about
after-
football.
After the way RG3's been throwing the ball, I think the Redskins might be calling
Yeah,
Dwayne.
probably. I mean, plus he's all beat up now. They didn't protect him.
Oh, dude, come on, get rid of the ball.
Yeah, but does it look like in a way this guy's not even protecting him?
Isn't it
You got your 2s and
Okay,
3s,
you
like
know,
as far as your linemen.
There's a great
and-
question to ask. Because this
RG's
question
getting
came
crap
up
beat
when
out of him,
Geno
I
Smith
mean.
got popped. Someone said, "Where's his offensive lineman?" Because offensive linemen will protect their quarterback if they think they're even if he's a jackwagon, they'll still protect him.
Yeah.
You know, how does RG3 get a stinger and a concussion on the same
I
play?
don't know. That's what I'm saying.
And
They
it's
don't
like,
protect him.
maybe they don't want to protect
I
him.
don't know.
You know,
but
maybe
man.
there's this underground Kirk Cousins movement or something, or Colt McCoy.
I think
Washington.
Gruden would be happy for the Cousins movement at this point.
Yeah, I don't think
they're
Gruden-
gonna. You're not gonna
You're
last
talking
long.
about who needs a bigger change of scenery, Yasiel Puig or Robert Griffin?
But you know the thing is, by the time that they do either to trade him or something happens, he's gone from the Redskins. He's going to be so beat up, no other team's going to want him. I was thinking about that the other day.
Well,
Who's
you know
going to
what?
want
It's
Griffin
like
at this
it's like
point?
Gruden said, and I'm not kissing Gruden's butt as a head coach, but the guy knows his business. And when he says that Griffin is so fundamentally flawed, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but to call him out like
Oh,
that, you
dude.
can tell he doesn't know.
I just got a text from ESPN, dude. It says, "Don't compare Muslim extremists who cut off heads to Nazis who burn people in ovens. It's not fair
Okay.
to the Nazis, I think, or to
really?
the Muslims. I'm not sure, but don't use that, or you'll get thrown off your Little League coverage." So,
Oh, okay.
Kurt Schilling
Yeah.
just told me to let you know that.
Somehow that
Okay.
guy didn't on the sports coverage, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's,
You didn't hear about that with Kurt Schilling?
no.
Oh my gosh, are you living under a rock or something? Hey, dude, get off the Biden campaign trail here for a minute. Kurt Schilling was pulled by ESPN from Little League World Series coverage because he sent out a random tweet that said Muslim extremism, the kind of Muslims that cut off heads of people, and Nazis are the same. For some reason,
Oh,
that
you
was
know what? I
offensive.
did hear something about that. I know they pulled him off.
I mean,
oh.
hasn't ESPN jumped? I am so glad I don't watch ESPN for anything.
But see, with ESPN,
I won't even
now,
watch
it's
Monday
almost-
Night Football. It's got too much Tarico. I can't
Yeah,
handle
it's
Tarico.
almost everything now with them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny about the Jenner thing. It happened about a month ago where they gave him,
month
her,
ago, 2 months ago, yeah.
him, her,
Yeah,
whatever that
yeah.
award. Now this guy or girl, whatever you want to say, now it could possibly be up on charges for that accident. They're saying possible, like, he ran over that.
Oh, really?
He got that accident. The
Yeah.
lady died. Yeah, but they're saying the accident was probably his fault. He could be up on charges for that. So now you're thinking ESPN's going, oh, maybe that was too quick of
He's
a
a
call.
hero.
Call him a hero.
He's
You know,
a hero.
Kind of
There
stuff.
you go.
But anyway, I don't know how we got off on that track. But yeah.
Well, I was just bringing up Kurt Schilling.
Schilling, okay. But Griffin,
Who cares about Griffin?
yeah, he's going to be done.
How about
That's the
Sark?
thing.
Who's more done, Griffin or Sark? He went Tommy
No.
Kramer, dude. Go over defense.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think it's like what should they do at this point? I mean, should they suspend him or just say, you know what, Sark, if it happens again, he's at a fundraiser, right, with boosters. Boosters saying, hey, yeah, buy you a beer, yeah, no problem. Okay, cool. So I have one. Now, what he did, I'm not defending it. Was stupid. You don't do something like that in a public forum. But I mean, it's like just move on from me. Apologize. It's like he wasn't drunk. He
The
wasn't
worst, you
driving,
never
he
should
didn't-
have apologized because the worst thing you can do in America now is apologize.
Yeah.
The second you apologize, then you've offended everybody. Then you got to go on all these people and apologize. You know what?
Yeah, but usually when you,
You know what?
apologize,
Just
America's
said-
pretty forgiving. They'll just let him go.
Just say,
and
no. You know, everyone says that, but America's not really forgiving. You know, they're forgiving if you
Really?
if you
Look at
do
some of the things
if you
people have done. And
if
they
you do
apologize.
something that's politically correct, you're forgiven. Has Michael Vick really been forgiven? Be honest. Michael Vick has not been forgiven. There are still people that want Michael Vick to rot in hell because he fought dogs.
yeah.
And he never should have done that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, once you apologize, forget it. If you're toast. If you're the right person, you can apologize and get away with it. But if you're the wrong person, no
But
way.
I think in Sark's case, that's all really he needed to do at this
Yeah.
point. I mean,
Yeah.
he shouldn't have done it because he's the team members are there and everything. The media wasn't even there. But yeah, I mean, I just thought
I never
too much
saw
was
it
made.
anyway, but yeah,
I saw
you know, his biggest problem is going to be if he gives up 55 in Tempe and they don't let him back on the
You know what he
bus.
said?
They're kiffing him.
They kept saying cursive. He used one cuss word.
Yeah.
He goes, "Get ready to effing fight on." That's
Yeah.
what he said. And then he goes, "Yeah, all right." It was
What
kind
I'm more worried
the words were
about,
kinda
well,
slurred,
he's
but-
a graduate of BYU. Dude, I'm worried about his Mormon connection there because he's plastered and he's cursing.
yeah.
That's just not Ty Detmer type of
Yeah.
stuff there. You know, you don't get that kind of stuff, right?
What was funny earlier in the day, Mid Valley Sports was there covering the practice earlier that day. Dwayne was over there.
Oh, yeah.
He got some nice shots over there of
Yeah.
SC. So SC's
Did
up
you get
there
any
now.
Kevon Seymour?
Not many this time. I have
Okay.
some other ones. I think.
Yeah, Kevon Seymour, Muir.
Yeah,
Out there
he's
rolling,
there,
huh?
man. Yeah, and
They're
you know, a
rolling.
lot of SC stuff up there, a lot of APU stuff up
Now,
there.
now, speaking of locals, kind of interesting. Ellis McCarthy's back coaching D-line for Monrovia.
Yeah, he's helping out with the coaching staff over there at Monrovia. Was cut by the Dolphins back in July.
Mhm.
Hasn't.
Or did he take some time off, heal his knees up a little bit, maybe give it another shot?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, do you really want to take too much time off when you're, you know, playing football? I mean, how
Oh,
much
no.
time? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
No.
with Ellis, you know, it is legitimate. It looks like he wants to heal those knees up. But how much time could you really take off, especially at that level?
No, I agree.
They talk about it in the high school level. If you took a year or two off, it hurts.
Yeah.
We talked about guys that had graduated from high school and then they want to take a year or two off, maybe come back on the JC level, then maybe move up to the college level. And it's tough.
You mean the annual Andy Soto comeback trail that we always
Yeah.
heard about for 10
but
years?
it's tough.
Yeah.
But I mean, on that level.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I was actually talking to a couple of coaches. One of the DCs over there used to be at Monrovia. Not one of the DCs. The DC was Craig Schuster was
Yeah.
over there, and we were kind of talking about it. And he wasn't talking specifically about Ellis, but we were just talking about it. And he was saying the same thing. He goes, yeah. He goes, but you know, with Ellis, he goes. I even told him. He said he was talking to him earlier in the day that he needs to get back at it. You know, sooner than later. Even if he's knees, you know, he needs to rehabilitate him, whatever the case may
Gotta
be.
keep up that strength and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
because you just
yeah.
don't want to sit out. Because you sit out a year, I'm telling you, a year and a half, 2 years, then you think you're going to jump. Even if you think you're the best shape of your life, you're not in football shape, and you stay away from it that long, it's tough to come
You know,
back.
that's an interesting thing. How, we haven't gotten into it for a long time, and we got to kind of hustle through here. But we haven't talked about football shape. Remember that was like a lesson we learned like 15 years ago that they're talking about guys that are in shape, and then are you in football shape,
Yeah.
which means you're used to getting hit. You're just used to, well, you know, just getting familiar with the system, getting familiar with things. There's football shape, and no one ever really talks about that anymore.
Yeah, because think of like a track head. The guys the best shape, like a sprinter or even a marathon runner. Those guys are in great shape. I mean, physically, they're in great shape. But could they go put a helmet and pads on and compete? They probably not.
No.
You know, see, that's the thing about it. So, but I'm just saying with LSU, he was cut from the Dolphins, hasn't hooked up with anybody yet. So hopefully he still can. But right now he's helping out over there in Monrovia. Monrovia looks pretty good. I mean,
Monrovia does look
yeah.
good. Remember with Asaph, our central beat guy put him low, kind of in his top 10 there.
I
but,
thought he had him a little low. I mean, I thought he had.
No,
he had
I understand being in love with
Yeah.
Charter Oak, Colony defending champs, returning Josh Thompson. You know, I understand that. But you know what? I think in the last 2 or 3 weeks, when I made my first prediction about this is the year San
Yeah.
Marino, I kind of had to reassess that a little bit. And I'm kind of like going a little more pro Monrovia right now than I've ever been.
I've seen Monrovia close. I think they look pretty good. I thought he had San Marino a little bit high. I mean, I know Glazier, the quarterback's back, and I know Shofi's back. They got some other kids down there. And Hobby, you're right. Hobby has done a really solid job.
Yeah. The only thing I think about when I think of San Marino, and I'm not completely doing a 180 on them, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, they scored 638 points. But let's remember, anyone that scores 638, you got to respect them when their quarterback's coming back and a receiver like Shafi. But let's face it, not all those teams were the 85 Bears that they played on defense and everything. Now here's the interesting situation.
And the 638 points did not get you a championship.
No, I think it got you a second round berth.
Yeah.
And so here's the question. The question I want to ask real quick because we're already here, and I think we got one more segment or something real quick here. San Marino's going to Arroyo,
Right.
and Arroyo to me looks like a good team, except that quarterback's going to need a year probably to get some experience.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Pantoja?
they lost a quarterback. They lost their starting running back.
Yeah.
Their best receivers gone. They got some holes to fill.
Yeah. And so while I don't doubt the quality of the team, the quality of the coaching, my fear is for Arroyo, this could be a bloodbath early if it's a bunch of 3 and outs or some turnovers,
Yeah.
and you give San Marino a short field, and it won't be indicative. And this is the thing. San Marino could win. They go up 45-0. They could win this game 52-14, a couple of cheap touchdowns at the end, right? And it's not going to be indicative of the kind of season Arroyo's probably going to have when it gets to league play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are going to do that whole write-off thing, and it won't be, don't write them off.
Yeah.
Don't write. I still think the Mission Valley League is up for grabs between El Monte, Arroyo, and Rosemead. Those are the 3 that I'm looking at.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little bit higher on Rosemead after seeing them
Yeah.
last week.
You guys both have major Norwood. You guys are all into the Rosemead.
Well,
thing
I just
right now.
thought because I thought most of the thing
But you like them better than Northview this week.
no, I think
No.
Northview better.
You told me you thought they were
It's
going to
gonna be
beat
a close-
Northview this week.
No, I said it was
No,
going to be a
I
closer
think
game. A
Northview
lot of people thought it would be a blowout. Northview would just kill Rosemead. It's going to be a much closer game.
Yeah, I
than
think
that.
it'd be close.
After seeing Northview last Friday, it's going to be a closer game than what people
Yeah,
predict.
I'm going with the Vikings. I'm
No, I'm
with
going with the Vikings.
Hooper's going to score 2 touchdowns. Comstock's going to throw for 3.
I think the fear is more with Rosemead and whatever was talking about was their depth, and they actually have more depth than we thought.
Well,
they got about 40 guys or so.
Well, the
total.
exciting thing is you're going to see 2 of the top quarterbacks in the Mid Valley Division go against each
The
other,
two
Comstock
Stevens,
and Nava.
Yeah.
And so the one thing I'm kind of interested the 2 Stevens, that's what you
Yeah.
meant. Okay. What I'm kind of interested is Nava's had really good years, but you just don't hear talk about Nava. Edward Dominguez, he's got his offer. You hear other stuff, and I think Nava's a pretty good quarterback, and it'd be kind of interesting. Is he going to get some buzz, some talk? Is he going to get anyone saying, "Oh, this guy is a Cal Lutheran quarterback," or "This guy is a," you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, don't you think that reason last year is? Don't you think his stock kind of dropped a little bit in people's eyes because he left.
Yeah.
He left and then he came back. He left to Amat. It looked like he was going to be playing at Amat, and he came back. Now, justified or not, he took a lot of shots for that, and he will whenever he
Hey,
transfers.
Gonzo, if you're
He
watching
came
the
back.
show, don't call during the show, man.
Jeez. But he came back, and so I think he took heat. from
Or
that.
leave a message.
But the bottom line is he's still a pretty good quarterback.
No, Nava's a very
he's
good quarterback.
He's a pretty good
yeah.
quarterback. So
He's
Oh, yeah.
a good
He
quarterback.
is.
I think some
he
of those
wasn't
teams,
maybe a starter
I think-
at Bishop Amat.
I think if you had him on some of those teams that Kaufman had, you put Nava on the 2005 Rosemead 10-0 team,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
not losing to Lucerne in the first round.
No, they're not.
It's
a different story.
It's a different story. So anyway, do we have to cut this segment and come back for the second segment?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna cut this segment. Get ready for segment 2.